Ever wondered why the colour blue seems so scarce in the natural world? Why don't we see many blue animals? Well, despite being a colour we often associate with the sky and the sea, blue is surprisingly rare in nature. Less than 10% of plants boast blue flowers and very few animals wear a blue coat. Like our friend, the Obrina olive-winged butterfly, whose photograph we are showcasing right now. It's an intriguing enigma, isn't it? This scarcity hints at the complexity and the difficulty of achieving this particular colour naturally. Blue, it seems, is not a pigment that many living organisms can easily produce. But what makes this the case? As we delve into the world of plants and animals, you'll find that the path to blue is a road less travelled, and for very good reasons. Intrigued? Stick around for a fascinating exploration of the enigma of blue in nature. Let's delve into the world of plants first, shall we? In the verdant kingdom of plants, achieving the colour blue is quite the complex process. It begins with the red pigments known as anthocyanins. These pigments are the unsung heroes behind the vibrant colours we see in many fruits, flowers and autumn leaves. But how do these red pigments transform into the elusive blue? Well, the answer lies in the magic of chemistry. By subtly altering their appearance through varying acidity, plants can manipulate these red anthocyanins to produce a spectrum of colours, blue being one of them. But here comes the tricky part. The process of turning red pigments into blue is not as simple as it sounds. It requires just the right conditions and a delicate balance of elements. Too much or too little acidity can throw off the entire process, making the production of blue a complex and energy-intensive endeavour. Now you might be wondering, what about blue leaves? Indeed, why don't we see more azure foliage? Here, the answer lies not in pigments but in light. Leaves are the powerhouses of plants, harnessing energy from the sun to fuel growth. Blue leaves, however, would reflect the highest energy light, essentially bouncing back the very energy they need to grow. For this reason, blue leaves are a rarity in nature. So, in the plant kingdom, blue is a complex and energy-intensive colour to produce. But what about animals? Now, let's explore the animal kingdom. It's a bit more complicated there. Blue, as we've seen, is a rather elusive colour in nature, especially in animals. Unlike plants, animals can't whip up a blue hue by mixing pigments or tinkering with acidity levels in their food. So how do they pull off this spectacular colour? It's all down to structure. Structural coloration is the name of the game. It's a phenomenon where the microstructures of an animal's surface interact with light to produce colour. These structures are so finely tuned that they can manipulate light waves, bending and scattering them to bring out a dazzling display of blue. But creating these structures isn't a stroll in the park. It requires a complex series of biological processes and precise engineering on a microscopic scale. That's why blue is such a rarity in the animal kingdom. The effort involved is simply too great for most species. Now, prepare to meet the exception to the rule, the Obrina olive-winged butterfly. This little creature is the only known animal capable of producing a true blue pigment. It's not relying on structural coloration or any light tricks. No, it's actually blue through and through. The Obrina olive-winged butterfly has a unique set of pigments that interact in a specific way to form this genuine blue colour. It's a fascinating anomaly in the world of biology and a testament to the wonders of evolution. So, the rarity of blue in animals comes down to the complexity of the structural changes required. But is there an evolutionary purpose to all of this? As it turns out, the rarity of blue has some interesting evolutionary implications. In the world of flowers, colour is a language all its own. Different hues attract unique pollinators, and the elusive blue blossom has its own set of admirers. Birds and bees, for instance, are especially drawn to blue flowers, making them key players in the survival and propagation of these rare gems. Moving from flora to fauna, the story of blue takes a different turn. For animals, blue is less about pollination and more about communication. An animal's colour can serve as a billboard advertising its fitness and health to potential mates. Vibrant, eye-popping blue hues can be a powerful magnet for attracting a partner. But it's not all about romance. Blue can also serve as a warning to potential predators, signalling that an animal is toxic or dangerous. This is known as aposematic coloration, a handy survival tool in the wild. So the scarcity of blue in nature has more to do with survival of the fittest rather than aesthetic preferences. Blue, though rare, has always been a color that fascinates us. Historically, it's been a challenging shade to come by, making it all the more alluring. Yet, with the advent of synthetic dyes, this elusive hue has become somewhat more accessible, gracing our world in various forms and fashions. Blue flowers, in particular, have been highly prized throughout the ages. Their scarcity, coupled with their captivating beauty, has led to them being treasured, sought after, and revered. Today, horticulturists and botanists alike are putting their green thumbs to work in an ongoing quest to breed the perfect blue bloom. The aim? To infuse a bit more of this magnificent colour into our gardens and our lives. Who knows, maybe in the future we might see more blue in nature, but till then, it remains a captivating rarity. And remember the Obrina olive-wing butterfly. It's the only known animal to produce a true blue pigment. Now, isn't that something to marvel at? Don't forget to subscribe for more intriguing insights into the natural world.